Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
You know, you remind me of that prospector. What was his name, Gulu?
Salpu Galicki.
That's some name.
Smiling Salpu. Now, one day, he hits an absolute jackpot of priorite. Soon after, Salpu's walking home, a sack full of priorite, a smile ear to ear, and bam!
He falls into a sinkhole.
That's too bad.
Yeah, but in the end, Salpu died doing what he loved.
Prospecting?
No! Falling into a sinkhole!
You checked out those caverns?
We did.
So was I right or was I right?
You don't know the half of it. But yeah, you should steer clear.
And I intend to.
So you got the compass, yeah? Well, guess that's it. Next stop Jedha, and then, you know, it rhymes with Mandalore.
You sure you're ready to leave Pyloons behind?
Well, I gotta admit, it's in good hands. And this ain't a one-way trip. We can still visit, right?
Just have to be careful.
Sure, sure. I was more of a risk taker when I was younger. These days, I just want a place to call home. I'm excited to see Seer again. Those anchorites, though, not so much. We going to Jedha or what?
Cal? When we were fighting Dagon, those hallucinations, what were they for you?
Our friends, suffering because they followed me. And I couldn't do anything to stop it.
I saw Kata in her room, stormtroopers coming for her, breaking down the door. But you know what? That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Thanks for being there and having my back.
No. Thank you, brother. We're closer than ever to giving the people we love real safety. Just enjoying this place while I can. May not see it for a while. Hope Cordova can fix that compass.
What skills do you need to be a good bartender?
Oh, the usual. Multitasking, a good memory, the gift of the gab, not to mention the mixology itself. You see, the better the drinks, the happier the clientele, which means, of course, the more they talk. And the more they talk, the more I learn about what makes them tick.
Sounds a little...
Manipulative? I suppose. But I'm only picking up what they're freely putting down.
That giant piazza you sweet talk reminds me of a time when I was out on a mountain hike with my older brother. We came across a Tibity. Ever seen one?
Yeah, those are enormous.
No kidding. Beautiful specimen. Was gonna leave well enough alone. Then, all of a sudden, the Tibity snatches my brother and takes flight. I scramble up a cliffside. Didn't want to hurt Tibity, mind you, but I had to save my brother. Threw my spear, pierced the beast straight through.
That must have been quite the throw. How'd you manage it?
And what choice did I have? Brother fell, got a few scrapes. He was lucky. Wish I could have talked that Tibity down. But there are some fights you just can't avoid. Cal! Glad you're here. There's talk of a giant piazza nesting in an animal graveyard on the far side of the valley. Figured you want to check it out.
You figured right.
Look at you. Already sounding like a local. Oh, before I forget. I heard there were a pair of newcomers over by the stone spires. I want to look for them.
I already found them. They're gonna start a holotactics table at Pyloon's.
Now we're talking. A piazza that size, well, just don't take it lightly.
I won't. Thanks, Mosey.
Be seeing you.
All right, you old bat. I'm in.
There's the bonehead I know. How you doing? Cal, just in time. The old grouch just made the best decision of his life.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. I'm done pounding sand. Reckon we're ready for a big score.
The big score. The one we've been waiting for. Sitting right under the imps' noses. Got a tip about some derelict Imperial equipment up on the mountain. Prospectors have been too yellow to go for it. But we ain't yellow.
We sure ain't.
This time tomorrow, we'll be sitting pretty on an industrial fuel injector.
Glad to hear someone's not letting the Empire scare them away. But you need to be careful up there.
Oh, we got it all figured out. Got a map and everything.
Better get our autographs now, Cal. Next time we meet, we might be above your pay grade.
See you when I see you.
So you said you came here after a heist, huh?
That's right. I was once the most infamous outlaw in the Outer Rim.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They call me the Prince of Pilfering, the Mayor of Misdemeanors, the Sultan of Stealth.
If you're so notorious, how'd you get here undetected?
I snuck into a shipping crate and lived in a aforementioned crate for a long time. A very long time. When Doma unpacked me, she thought I was trash.
Good thing she didn't throw you out.
Oh, but she did. We still laugh about it. Hi, Cal.
He arrives, cloaked in death. It is so, yes.
It took someone's life, if that's what you mean.
The Raider leader is not of whom I speak. Death is merely a transition of forms. All must die. That is the nature of our journeys. But death is not always what we know. Throughout our lives, we must let the old shell fall behind. I have said what I must. It is past. Safe travels and good tidings to you.
Kestis putting the kibosh on the Raiders? Look at you!
I doubt they're gone. Just a little bruised.
Still, I'm impressed. Without a leader, they're gonna lose a lot of oomph.
Yeah? There's an open spot at the top of the Raider ladder. You interested?
No thanks. Too much heat. But you're right. If I had to guess, something big and mean is gonna swallow up those Raiders.
Don't like the sound of that.
I didn't think you would. Heads up, killer. Thought Tormos just doubled your bounty and one of the Brood's top killers has come to collect. The name's Kilioso, but the guild knows him as the Closer. He's brought a small army to Jedha looking for you.
Small army, huh? We're ready.
That's what I like to hear. Take down a heavy hitter like Kilioso and you'll be making a statement. Best selection in the system? Guaranteed. You know you're gonna buy it, so just buy it.
This one.
Really? Okay.
Hey, everyone! I have an announcement! I found a... No, never mind. Forget I said anything.
So you ended up on Kuat. Shipyards must have some interesting sounds.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely filthy soundscape. Real solid samples. Things got really going when I met Dee Dee, though.
You found him in the shipyards?
That's right. I used to hang out at this monitoring station, just listening to the yards. I caught Dee Dee here jamming on some recordings.
Dee Dee was already making music when you met?
Hell yeah. This little droid's got this natural gift. No other way to put it. He just needed the right opportunity. Hey, Cal. Let's talk another time. Mine's racing with ideas right now.
Can't believe the Raiders took a hit like that. Feels like I can finally take a breath.
Well, they aren't gone yet.
But they are on the back foot. You can't have a cult of personality without a figurehead. Listen, holobooks are full of tyrants that spread from system to system like wildfire. 2 fewer tyrants for the galaxy to worry about now.
Empire's still out there.
Easy. One wildfire at a time. Some other time, okay?
Seeing these battle droids about takes one back, doesn't it?
Maybe a bit.
Oh, the Clone Wars. Those were the good years.
I've never heard anyone say that before, Moran.
Oh, sure. A separatist secession backed by tax-loathing free marketeers begins. Just as I'm establishing a profitable extrajudicial shipping operation. They paired like wine and flatcakes.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Apologies, I'm being insensitive. You probably fought in the Clone Wars as a child soldier, right?
No, not exactly.
Well, I suppose it's all over now, one way or another. See you around, Cal.
Hey there.
Let's talk later.
I know that look.
What look? I don't have a look.
Dagon. His army. Those were long odds. Even for you.
I didn't let my past control me. Dagon's overwhelmed him. To be honest, I had no idea if I could. But I had to believe.
Well, I knew you would come back.
Of course. You're not getting rid of me that easily.
We should go back to Jedha soon. Seer and Cordova are waiting.
I'm curious, Cal. How did you get on after the order was... no more?
For a while, I lived in hiding. Worked for the Scrapper Guild on Braca.
Really? Do tell.
We salvaged starship wreckage. Mostly capital ships from the Clone Wars.
Oh, you must have been so frightened that they'd discover you.
Yeah, but I made some good friends. They didn't know, but I felt safer when I was around them.
Are they still on Braca?
Yeah, you could say that.
I'm busy, young Jedi.
Tempting. Here you go.
Certainly, Cal.
Done.
A most wise decision.
I'll take it.
Excellent selection. You seem to appreciate this.
We've planted all we can. I think Master T'Pol would be proud of all the life we've cultivated.
A new specimen? Fascinating. Finish planting it, and I'll tell you what I know. Ooh, a bluebell squish. How fascinating. Its flower has a most unusual scent, drawn from the moss as it blooms. I find it quite pleasant. Just you wait for that golden light moss to grow. Observe the roots that rise up underneath, helping the flowers to reach nearby light sources. A pine fern! Delightful! Its foliage shifts colors with the temperament. Quite dazzling. I wonder what color it would display on Kobo. We can talk later.
I'm not the enemy.
It's Stewart. No touching. Lightsaber. That was nothing. Run! Run!
This one's interesting. There is only the Force.